Welcome back to Arizona Daily Mix on this Tuesday. Did you know thousands of people every year search for birth parents, relatives, lost loved ones, etc.? It's a journey, it's a process, and so we're going to talk this morning about how to get started with that, how to begin the search for a long-lost loved one. Justin Yentas is here. He's with Arizona Investigative Associates. Nice to have you on the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
As I mentioned, it is a process, a journey that is not a quick journey most of the time, and sometimes can be lonely. What should people expect?
I would say that they need to expect to be in it for the long haul. Not all of our cases of searching for lost loved ones end in happy endings, but a lot of them do. I would suggest that they prepare themselves because they're looking to reconnect with someone that may not even know that they exist.
Right. So there's a lot going on there that they need to keep in mind. So when you are stepping into that journey to find a lost loved one, let's talk about your tips for doing that. Your first one is create a list for all the info you have. This is assuming that somebody has a lot of info already. Not always the case, right? It's not.
But a lot of times what we ask for people to do is we'll sit down with them and just document every fact that they know. Whether that be, that their birth father was in the military and he passed through this military base sometime in the early 50s. That might be a fact. That is one that we've worked with. Or, if they know friends or family members that might have known this person, we'll document that. Any old addresses, any old phone numbers, any information could be that missing piece that will turn the tide of a case.
Right, so anything they can gather on their own as far as information about this person. Using major and advanced search engines and techniques. For people out there who are watching, maybe don't understand how search engines work, how would you describe that, and especially when you're talking about advanced?
So if you've got a person's name, you can. That's always ideal, obviously. You can always search, Google, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, all of these online searches that will give you information.
That are simple.
Correct. What gets difficult is when you've got a very common name, a John Mayer or something along those lines, because there could be potentially thousands of people with that name in the country.
So would your average person have access to an advanced technique or search engine?
They generally wouldn't. What we end up doing is trying to take all of the information, all of the puzzle pieces, and put it into a way that we can target one specific John Mayer in this example. Whether it be with an address or a census record, some old court document, to make sure that we've got the right individual.
So to try to narrow it down, you say also use genealogy records to find public and historical records and relatives. That's possible.
It is. A lot of times we'll use old Ancestry.com records, census records. A lot of people have submitted their family trees to Ancestry. So
does that work?
It totally does. It totally does. I've found the uncle of a client based on a 1940 census record.
Wow, that's incredible.
Out of Chicago.
Yeah.
So it definitely does help. We can narrow down old addresses, find siblings, and then search for the siblings. And then sometimes the siblings will put us in touch with the person that we're looking for.
And so when all else fails, you can hire a private investigator such as yourself. And so what is involved in that?
Well, we tend to be a little bit more experienced in putting the puzzle together. This is like putting
the pieces together.
Exactly. It's like, I always compare it to putting a puzzle together when you don't know what the end product is going to look like. You just got a bunch of pieces, you got to see which ones fit, which ones don't.
And as you mentioned, it's not always going to be a happy ending, so you need to be prepared. I want to let people know where they can find you.
Sure.
It's azprivateinvestigator.com. Justin, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.